Hello everyone, this is Shannon from That's So Po, and today I'm doing day 5 of the Kwanzaa Reflect-A-Thon. If you're not familiar with it, I will link all the info below. It is run by Njeri from ONYX Pages, and it is an opportunity to reflect. So today, day 5, the principle is NEE-ah, or purpose. And so the prompt for today is a book in which an African-descended character found or developed their purpose. So the first book I'd like to talk about is A Taste of Honey by Kai Ashanti Wilson. This is the sweetest novella. It's absolutely beautiful. It's set in a fantasy world, sort of almost a Roman times style of book. And in this world, there is a teenage boy, and he is trying to figure out what his future holds for him. He is the son of a very powerful family, and he has to decide if he is going to further their political aspirations by marrying into the royal family, marrying one of the princesses, and kind of fulfilling his obligation to his family, or if he's going to be pursuing his own life path. And in particular, he falls in love with a soldier from another country and just wants so badly to be with him and to go to that person's home and create a new life. But that's very against his culture. They're very against any sort of gay relationships, or really him leaving when he should be fulfilling his obligations at home. And so it's all about him determining what he's going to do in his life, what his purpose is, what his calling, his meaning is in life. And I found it just absolutely beautiful. I definitely cried during this book. Next is The Deep by Rivers Solomon and Band Clipping. This is a fantasy that imagines the pregnant women who were taken as slaves in Africa during the African slave trade and killed and dropped overboard, that their babies had actually been born underwater and become sort of a mer people, and that now there's a whole community of them that live in the deep. And they are very special in that their memories work differently from humans. They have a historian who has all of their memories, because a lot of those memories are much too traumatic, and so the historian is in charge of them. And the rest of the people don't have memories other than, like short-term, much more intermediate memories. And the main character of this book, Yetu, is the historian. She has to really grapple with her role as the historian, which was foisted upon her when she was quite young, and is causing a lot of emotional, mental distress. She's becoming very upset and very weakened from all of this, and she has to understand what her purpose is and how she's going to forge that purpose. This was a role that was put upon her, but she needs to figure out what she wants to happen and how she wants to move forward in life, and if she wants this burden, if she wants to give it up, if she wants to do something else. And so the story really is her journey in figuring out what her purpose is in life, and I thought that was a really beautiful story. And lastly is the Broken Earth Trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. This is sort of a dystopian world. It's kind of like a sci-fi fantasy, a little bit of a mixture. And on this world, there are extreme events, extreme ecological events that cause these fifth seasons, which are basically like extended extreme winters that kind of are very difficult to survive. And the main character, Asun, is part of a group called the Orogenes. And the Orogenes are people who have a special ability to kind of manipulate rock and earth and earthquakes and things like that. But they are very persecuted. They are sent to special schools, and they are very tightly controlled, and they live very difficult lives. Throughout this book, throughout this series, Asun really has to grapple with what her purpose is in this world, what the purpose of her people is, and what their role is within that society, and kind of what she needs to do. So I really liked how slowly and how very deeply the series explored Asun's purpose in life, and in a sense her awakening to that purpose. She starts out the book very much just trying to survive, not thinking about a bigger purpose. And throughout the course of the book, throughout the course of the whole series, she really develops that purpose and kind of a higher calling in a sense. So I found that really impressive and very, very much worth the read. If you've read any of the books that I've mentioned, please tell me what you thought below. I'd love to hear your comments, or if you know of any other books that you thought really embodied the principle of purpose, well, I'd love to hear about it. And I will check in with you guys for day 6 of the Kwanzaa Reflect-A-Thon.